Hello everybody, long time no tea time. I haven't done a tea time video on this channel for way too long. I went through a period of time where I wasn't really drinking a lot of tea, so I didn't really have anything to talk about. But now I do. I've been drinking some new tea lately and have some things to share with you. So yay! The first thing that I wanted to talk about is my new electric kettle. I finally found a kettle that I wanted and that I liked about a month ago. This is by Hamilton Beach. I don't know if it has a certain model or anything. What I like about this one, and this is what I've been wanting in an electric kettle, is it has 5 preset temperatures in it for different types of tea, because you should steep different types of tea at different temperatures. So I didn't want to just get an electric kettle that was like on and off in one temperature, and that's one thing that I don't like about actually using a stovetop kettle. Well, there's actually several things I don't like about using a stovetop kettle. One, it scares me when it starts to whistle, and I get really impatient when it starts to like get really loud but it's not whistling yet, and then I'm like afraid that it's gonna start whistling and then like explode all over my kitchen. I really don't like that about stovetop kettles, and I also don't like that they mostly just boil water. Like, you can't gauge the temperature until it's boiling, and I don't really like using boiling water in my tea because it takes like 30 minutes to cool down a cup of tea if you're using boiling water, and I don't have that kind of time. I have a Netflix show waiting for me. Anyway, so I'm really enjoying this. I can set the temperature and then it'll heat up super fast, and then it keeps it warm for an hour. You can also set like a timer on it if you need it at a certain time of day, which I don't use that feature. But yeah, I found it on sale for 40 bucks, which is like $60 cheaper than I've seen all of the other adjustable temperature kettles. They're usually like $100 at Bed Bath & Beyond or wherever I was looking. But this one was on sale. I took a chance on it. I'm loving it. I don't know who carries it. I feel like I've seen this brand everywhere. I'm not entirely sure where you can find this, but I'll find it online and I'll have a link down below if you're interested. Then moving on to tea, my first tea favorite is Tazo's Focus, and I don't know if this is new or if I just didn't stumble across the right store with the right selection until recently. This is a cleverly invigorating mix of malty black tea, roasted yerba mate, I don't know if I butchered that, orange essence, and cocoa peel. And it's part of their well-being line, which I don't really know what that means, and it says its caffeine level is 4 out of 5. So I've been drinking this earlier in the day if I want a little caffeine kick. It tastes really, really good. I like black tea. I don't put anything in it. I don't put anything in any of the tea that I drink usually, except maybe like honey when I'm sick. But I really like this. It's just kind of rich and flavorful, and it smells good. And then I've also been drinking another caffeinated tea from Tazo. This is their Awake English Breakfast Black Tea, and this says it is a breakfast style black tea of malty boldness and bright flavor, invigorating any time of day, and its caffeine level is 5 out of 5. So I'll drink this in the morning. I didn't really love this the first time that I tried it, I think because it's quite flavorful for black tea. Like, this might be the most flavorful black tea that I've tried, and I just wasn't used to that. So the first time that I had it, I wasn't really sure about it, and then I had it a second time and liked it a little bit more, and then I kind of warmed up to it, and now I do really like this. However, between this and the Focus, I'll reach for the Focus over the English breakfast tea because I just prefer this one. And then for nighttime teas, I have been drinking the Tazo Rest, which is another one from their Wellbeing line, which I don't know if this line is new because I didn't see this until I discovered the Focus one either. This is a lulling herbal infusion of rose petals, valerian root, and citrusy herbs, and I really like this. I've been drinking this around bedtime, and it's just one of those easy herbal teas. It doesn't have a ton of flavor. Like, it's flavorful because it's Tazo. Everything from Tazo has some flavor to it, but it doesn't have a really specific flavor, like orange. Like the wild sweet orange, I really like that, but it has a really strong flavor. Or like the passion fruit, that has a really strong flavor. This one's just kind of easy. It reminds me a little of chamomile, although it tastes different than the chamomile, and I can't decide if I like the Tazo Rest or the Tazo Calm Chamomile more. I think I might like the chamomile more, but I do really like this one and recommend it. And then the last tea that I wanted to talk about is from Numi. It is their Honeybush Sweet Honey South African Nectar Tea, and I can't remember if I've talked about this in a video. I feel like I might have talked about this in a favorites video, or maybe I'm getting my teas mixed up. But I've been drinking this a lot still lately at night because it is herbal, so it doesn't have any caffeine in it. And like the name suggests, this has a really nice warm honey taste to it. This is the first tea I've ever tried from Numi, and I really like it. I find that it has good flavor. So at some point I plan on looking into the rest of their tea line as well. So there's my little tea time update on what I've been steeping these days. If you've been drinking any new tea, or you've been using any new tea tools or kettles or anything that you love, please let me know what it is so I can be sure to check it out. And I guess that is it. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you later. Everybody, long time no tea time. I haven't done a tea time video on this channel for way too long. I went through a period of time where I wasn't really drinking a lot of tea, so I didn't really have anything to talk about. But now I do. I've been drinking some new tea lately and have some things to share with you. So yay! The first thing that I wanted to talk about is my new electric kettle. I finally found a kettle that I wanted and that I liked about a month ago. This is by Hamilton Beach. I don't know if it has a certain model or anything.